The eruption of a volcano on Hawaii's largest island has forced the evacuation of 1,700 residents. The Kilauea volcano is spewing smoke and lava. It's prompting a local state of emergency. The state's National Guard has been mobilized to provide security to about 800 structures. Vladimir Dutier has the latest.
Let's go.
Lava, ash, and smoke burst out of the ground around 4:30 local time Thursday, breaking the afternoon silence.
We could hear the lava exploding right from the house.
A witness described the flowing magma as a curtain of fire. Another said the eruption sounded like a jet engine.
I smelt it and I ran to the corner, and that's when I ran into a military officer that told me that it's smoking, and I sure as heck enough take the turn, and one of my favorite streets at least was on fire.
The island has been pummeled with hundreds of small tremors since last week.
Look how deep it goes.
Leaving sizable cracks across streets and in front of homes. Hours before the eruption, a larger quake struck and plumes of smoke rose into the air. There are currently 5 active volcanoes on the Hawaiian Islands. 4 of those are on the Big Island, but Kilauea is by far the most active. It has been in a constant state of eruption since 1983. Leilani Estates, the site of the current lava flow, sits about 25 miles east. Time-lapse video taken last week showed the constant activity of the lava lake inside Kilauea's crater. Officials have been worried magma from the volcano could travel underground, threatening homes miles away.
I ran in, I grabbed the dogs, threw them in a crate, put them in the car. We moved from California to get away from forest fires. Welcome to paradise.
Well, National Geographic environment editor Brian Howard joins us now to analyze this eruption. Boy, Brian, you look at those images, pretty remarkable. What's really the most urgent danger area at this point right now?
Yes, well, it's critical that people heed the mandatory evacuations, because some of the dangers you can see, like those curtains of lava and the cracks opening up in the streets, but perhaps the most dangerous element is something you can't see, and that's invisible gas that could be lethal.
Tell me more about invisible gas. I never thought of that as an issue.
Yes, monitors are seeing high levels of sulfur dioxide, which is invisible but could be deadly if you breathe it. At smaller concentrations, it can burn the mouth, burn the nose. So it's something that residents really need to take caution for.
How do you protect yourself?
The best thing to do is to heed the mandatory evacuation and to get out of the area. There are several community centers that are being set up outside the evacuation zone, and the best thing to do is to get to those places as soon as possible.
So were there any warnings before this eruption?
There were. Kilauea actually means spewing in Hawaiian, and it's one of the world's most active volcanoes. Since about Monday, a series of hundreds of earthquakes have been happening, where residents are saying they can feel the ground literally rumbling and hear it. And that's an indication that a lot of magma is moving beneath the surface, and some of it is coming up and breaking out onto the surface. You know,
Hawaii is an area that a lot of people travel to that might not normally be in that area. What would you say to people if they find themselves here? What should you be aware of if you're near an active volcano?
Volcanoes can be extremely dangerous, and it's not just the top or vent. And volcanoes don't always look like the classic cone shape that people imagine. Volcano cracks can open up anywhere. Walking over lava fields can be dangerous. You can crack through, fall to lava below. So it's critical to follow all signs, absolutely follow all evacuation orders. Right now, Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, which includes Kilauea, some of the park is still open, but it's critical to follow ranger directions, follow signs, and not to go in areas that are deemed unsafe.
And do you think scientists know just how long this eruption will last?
Volcano eruptions are notoriously difficult to predict long term, so they do not know how long the activity will continue. However, the intensity in recent days suggests that it likely will continue for some time, certainly for days, and it's possible it could even extend for months.
Brian Howard, thank you for your insight, Brian.
Thank you.